Hi everyone, welcome to the course Everyone Can Code. In this course, we have now moved to the final module, that is module 6 on manipulating strings. In this module, we will do programs which will make us understand how to use strings and how to perform operations on strings using the predefined string methods. So in this video, we are going to do the problem date format. We are going to write a method which accepts a string input indicating the date in the format ddmmyyyy. So that is 23rd Jan 2016. And return a 7-letter string where first 4 letters indicate the year, so that is 2016. The next 3 letters indicate the Julian date. So what the Julian date is, example, if we have the input as 23rd Jan 2016, the output will look like 2016-023. Let's go ahead and see how we do this program. So this is our code template for Julian date. We have taken the date 23rd Jan 2016 as a dummy date to run this program, and we are passing the date to the function date format. Now there are 3 functions that we'll be creating. One is date format, one is Julian date, and one is convert MMM to MM. Now while I start writing this code, you will understand why each and every function is needed. But let me first explain the concept of Julian date a bit more. So in our normal dates, we have the notion of months and dates. But when we talk about a Julian date, they don't have the concept of months. They only have the concept of days. So at any point of time, if you want to refer to month Feb and date, let's say 3 or 4, so you consider it as the 35th day of the year instead of talking in the terms of months and dates. That is what we'll do here. We'll convert the month into the number of days that have passed and then add the current date into it to get the day that is going on in the Julian calendar. So first off, in this function date format, we will take our date string and split it on the hyphens to obtain separate date, month and year. So as you can see, this string date can be split on these hyphens, and you will get this date, this month and this year. Once we get the date, month and year, we will parse them properly to finally obtain our Julian date. So let me add that piece of code here and explain it to you what we are doing. So here, as you can see, first off we have split our string on the hyphen. So this array date parts will have 3 values, 23rd, Jan and 2016. Now the index 0 will have 23, that is the date. So we store it in the variable dd. Then the first index value would be the month Jan. Now since Julian calendar doesn't have the concept of a month, we convert this month Jan, that is in MMM format, to MM format, that is the format of Julian calendar. So we pass this to this function and then store the month in MON. So this function, what it will do, we'll shortly look at. And then the year. So the last value in the array date parts at index 2 would be the year 2016. So now 2016 will be stored in the variable YYYY. Now to get the Julian date, as we said in the slide, we have to return the year followed by the Julian date. So the Julian date will be calculated in the function Julian date, where we'll pass date and the month that we'll get from this function convert. So let's first go ahead and check how and where the conversion of month from Jan to the Julian calendar month takes place. So as you see here, we have created a string months that has a list of the months in MMM format. So Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June. All the months are enlisted here. Now the month that we get from here, that is Jan in this case, we pass to our function convert. So just in case it is not Jan and someone has given January or something, we are converting our month into a substring of 0 to 3 to get the first 3 digits, first 3 characters of this month, just to be on the safer side. So for Jan, we'll take Jan in month and then we convert it to uppercase. Now what we are doing it, in the string months, we check the index of the current month that we are talking about. So in this case, we'll check the index of Jan. Then we divide it by 3. Index of Jan would be 0. Since it is at the 0th index, we divide it by 3 and add 1 to get to know which month of the year we are talking about. So this is first month of the year. We'll return 1 from here. Alright, just in case say the string was Feb. So the index of Feb would come out to be 3. Now 3 divided by 3 would give us 1 and 1 plus 1 would give us 2. So that means we are talking about the second month of the year. So from the character month, we get the digit month, whether we are in the first month or second month or third month. Now after getting this month from here, we put it in MON variable here. And then we pass both date and month to the Julian date, which is our final function that we'll write. So let me quickly add up that here and explain it to you. So this is how the Julian date function is done. First off, we have created an array of months. So starting with day 0, then Feb will start with day 31, then March will start with day 59, and so on. So as I said, we don't talk in Julian calendar as date and month, we talk as the number of day of the year. So is it 56th day of the year or is it 200th day of the year? That is how Julian calendar works. So next what we do is, in the Julian date variable here, we take month minus 1. So let's say our month is January. We are talking about 23rd Jan. So our month here came out to be, from convert MMM, 1. Alright. Now 1 minus 1 will give you index 0. So month at index 0 is 0. And you add up the date. So in January, any date you add up would be the first few days of the month, right? So 0 plus, if it is 20th Jan, so it is 20th day of the year. If it is 30th Jan, it is 30th day of the year. Alright. So we get that from here, JD. Then we convert this integer into a string by adding a null string quote before it. And then if JD is less than 9, if we are talking about 1st of Jan to 9th of Jan, then we add 00 before JD. Else, if it is greater than 9, then we add just a single 0 before JD, less than 99. And if it is greater than 99, then we just return the day as it is obtained from this list. So for 23rd Jan 2016, after writing this whole code, our output should look like 2016 0 2 3. So let's run and see the output. 2016 0 23. Now let me change this date to Feb. Now if we are talking about Feb, this will come out to be, month will come out to be 2 and this value will come out to be 31 plus 23. Alright, so our date will look like, let me save this. 2016 054. So there is still a 0 added because our date is less than 99. Now let me move towards the end of the year. Let's say December. Now 30th December. Think about it. What will it give you? 2016 364, as it is the second last day of the year. If it would be the last day, we would get 365. Now the same process can be done very easily using hash maps, but here we have shown you how the same thing that can be done using hash maps can also be implemented using strings. I hope you enjoyed this program. Thank you for watching and happy coding.